Hello and welcome back, beautiful people. For those who are new to my channel, my name is Lydia and I am the Witch of Multirealms. I am now providing tarot readings that are aligned with signs and synchronicities such as angel numbers. And I post on Monday, Wednesday, Friday and Sunday. So please like, follow and subscribe if this is the kind of content you like to tune into. Today, I am doing a reading for those who have been seeing 66 or 0606. The message from Spirit and the energy for the collective today that's been seeing these numbers is love, support, commitment, truth, responsibilities. So we're going to dive deep into these subjects, and I'm going to be picking 3 piles from the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. Okay, and then from these 3 piles, you can then intuitively guide yourself to pick the pile that you want to watch, or you can also cross-watch to other piles. I will be leaving timestamps in the description box for all the readings. So before I begin, let me remind everyone that this is a tarot reading for the collective, so there are details that you can resonate with and some that you won't, and so you can please leave the rest behind for the other people. Also, this is timeless. Anytime you find a reading or the reading finds you, it means that Spirit has the message for you at that time. And also, tarot is not an absolute set in stone truth for your future. So this is a guidance and advice from Spirit. Just take how you resonate with it, and nothing is absolutely set in stone for you. Okay, so let me begin with the shuffle. Okay. Wow, Spirit is opening the day with a serious note. All 3 cards have a serious tone to them. Okay, so for pile 1, your card is mental conflict. Okay. For pile 2, your card is solitude. And for pile 3, your card is heartache and loss. So, pick your pile intuitively. Again, let me remind everyone, the overarching message today, the overarching concerns that Spirit wants me to, address and talk about today has to do with love, responsibility, commitment, truth, sense of togetherness, commitment basically is the biggest word here. So it could be in any areas of your life. We're talking about, yeah, you see it when we go deep into the different piles. So I just wanted to let everyone know, because it's not every time we get, I just shuffle and let Spirit tells me what card to lead the pile. So all 3 cards have a very strong tone to them. Let yourself be intuitively guided to whichever one you are, going for, and then we'll see what happens. All right, I'll see you at your pile. Hi, pile number 1, welcome to your reading. This is for those who have chosen the card mental conflict. Okay, pile number 1, this is your card. So in this Psychic Tarot Oracle deck, it is a blend of typical traditional tarot, major and minor arcana meanings together with some other oracle meanings. So this is like a blend. And I'll say mental conflict, it gives off a very 5 of Swords, 2 of Swords kind of energy, or even 8 of Swords kind of energy. It just shows like a person is trapped in a thinking that's a different person in their head talking about something else, or basically the inner self has a different conflicting thought or feeling, right? So mental conflict. I'm going to be picking tea leaves, and then we'll see what else shows up to build more ideas. Spirit, please show me. Please show us what your message is and what you like to highlight or bring out for pile number 1 today with regards to them seeing this either 66 or 0606. Right. Oh. Interesting. Interesting. What is going on over here? Okay. Synchronistically. Okay, so you have the first card is September. So I'm guessing for most of you, something began. You know, like we're in October now. So I'm guessing this is like something that just freshly started, or some situation occurred in September, right? So, and that could be anytime just a few days away or, well, several weeks away. Basically, that happened in September, whatever we're going to be discussing today. And you have flowers, happiness. You have, dang, my nails. Okay. Bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. Okay. This could refer to you about to overcome a problem, or in September you actually overcame a problem. So we don't know. Maybe more will be revealed in a while. You have dark man, dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair, right? So, and you have woman, dealings or relationship with a woman, seemingly also a dark-haired woman. Okay. And finally, you have owl, good advice from a wise person. Okay, so seems like we have a storyline here. Right, we're talking about maybe some of you having started something in September, or a situation happened in September, or even something resolved in September, which brought about happiness. So again, take it how it resonates for some of you. If the thing has not happened, or if the issue has not been resolved, of course, happiness is something that Spirit is saying coming in. In fact, when I see the bridge here, the first thing I heard in my mind is you cross the bridge when you come to it. So I think for some of you, you might be in a situation where you are still currently in that challenge or problem. And it somehow feels like, you know, the mental conflict we're talking about here could be literally you not knowing what's the next move. And Spirit is saying to me to tell you. So could be one person who's supposed to hear this right now, or it could be a few of you. Spirit says, cross the bridge when you come to it, and you'll be all okay. All right? Successfully overcoming a problem. And then there will be happiness. In fact, even if it's not from Spirit saying, cross the bridge when you come to it, I believe a wise person exists in your life and is possibly able to guide you through this situation. Again, leading card, mental conflict. I think that is a very clear message in itself. You are going through something that you could not very clearly make a decision upon. Something makes you torn. So, you know, I typically don't. I say this is a reading that is for all gender, is gender fluid. So it can be you can be male or female watching this. When they say that you have dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair, applies to any one of you that find this that resonates, and also dealings or relationship with a woman. So actually both genders and on both ends are being addressed right now in this very reading. Okay, this could work either way for either one, or for all of you. Right. All we know is that I normally don't use a timeline, but I don't give a very strong indication of fixed time in my reading, but since Spirit has me pull the word September, which actually was also just a few a week ago or so, yeah, you know when that happened for you. You probably will have a better understanding. Okay, Spirit, please give us guidance and clarity for those in pile 1 that needs to hear the message from you. What do you want me to say? Okay. Okay, right. Okay, so I feel like today's message is very, it's very progressive. It's very constructive and progressive, like as though there is an assignment and there is a marking sheet, and Spirit is literally marking the sheet right now. You know how sometimes when you do a reading, when I do a reading, I felt like Spirit can be beating around the bush a little, or things are not going to get better so soon, but Spirit still wants to like give you a pat on the shoulder and say, there, my child, you'll be okay. And sometimes I feel a little bit inside like, that's not quite helpful, Spirit. You have not really resolved the issue for, you know, said person. You know, not my business to judge or opinion on that. It's just a feeling. But today, I felt like Spirit is very productive in, very constructive in terms of giving the advice. Okay, so I see a story here. I know what's going on. So the thing is, for most of you, you must have been in a mental conflict or dilemma due to a situation where you are offering your feelings. We have Knight of Cups here. It shows that a person is moving in a journey or moving down a path, right, in regards to search and to, let's just say, the journey involves using purpose and feelings and intuition. This is a journey that is guided by intuition. As the Knight of Cups, whether we're talking about you going into a relationship that is romantic or pursuing a relationship that could even be friendship or partnership in business or anything of that sort, okay? You are using your heart in it. And you come into that area finding yourself surrounded by people who are all seemingly also as emotionally connected as you. So to some extent, that's not bad news, you know, that's really not bad news. You come into an environment giving your heart, and you're being faced with people who are also seemingly giving their heart and commitment to the development of this relationship. But something happened where there's a bit of a hiccup. It felt like there's no collaborativeness. So having the heart, I think what Spirit is trying to say here is that while you have the heart, and whoever's involved in this connection also has the emotional input to match you, but it comes across more as a shallow, like a fair weather kind of emotional input, and not so much as deeply trying to construct the outcome and bring to fruition the beautiful, successful aspect of this relationship. Or again, if we're talking about a real relationship, clearly, look, commitment in all relationships will give birth to all forms of dream outcome. right? Whether it's a romantic relationship, it gives birth to a finally committed, wedded couple relationship where two becomes forever married and together living a life. And whatever they build as a family later on is the egg, is the fruit of the relationship. And then if we're talking about in a friendship, a friendship comes together, and many other things further down the road, whether it's beautiful fun times or traveling or whatever, help and challenges that you overcome and do for one another, all these are the fruits and flower of your relationship. And as with business, as with work, everybody you meet in those career-related areas will also bear fruit down the road if it is truly collaborative. Okay, so I'm just saying, feels like you've been on a journey giving your heart to something, to some people, and they seemingly give you the reciprocal emotions, but you gradually perceive that they maybe are more talk and no action. And that left you in a bit of a mental conflict. It left you in that inability to see past or gain more clarity to why things are like that. Maybe you have a challenge understanding why people are the way they are when they behave this way, or like you cannot understand why is it that it feels so good to be around them, but yet you're not yielding actual results in the abundance area, in the actual like pentacles area, right? Creating the outcome. Because you have here, I just want to share with you, you have here Three of Cups, which is a beautiful, beautiful card, but right next to it is a reverse Three of Pentacles. See? If you see this and you know tarot enough, you understand what I'm trying to say. You have enough revelry in the friendship. You have enough fun and delightful moments of conversation. But when it comes to making the work happen, there's no teamwork. There is either somebody without the skills or some people without the skills, or they are simply not very collaborative with you when it comes to the actual work, thereby leaving you in a state of mental conflict and being trapped. Remember just now when I picked mental conflict, I said it feels very much like either a Five of Swords, Two of Swords, Eight of Swords energy, and you actually got both. You got both Eight of Swords and Two of Swords. And this is very much like you definitely have ideas and beliefs that have formed in your head that is stopping you from making steps forward, stopping you from continuing on your journey. It is a lot of rationality, for sure. It's all in the head. It's a lot of things that you've seen and you perceive in your head. Then the thing is that after you see something or you sense something and you perceive it, then it stops you from being actually intuitively guided anymore, because you start to have the sense of fear like things are not working out. And that usually, when a person is put in that place, the self-protection survival mechanism kicks in to tell themselves, use your brain, use your rationalization, use your logic. And the more you want to do it, the less you reach into how your heart feels about it, because your heart can actually tell you what to do. Right? So you kind of got into that situation. Spirit is saying that you actually can be level-headed, but because your level-headedness is you being the Queen of Swords, you can have the level-headedness and you have your wisdom. You actually can be very concise with how you make decisions, but you are being sandwiched by not being able to move and not being able to decide, right? So it might seem like, again, fit this into where you see fit. It could be at work, like you are dealing with people. There's this man with a dark complexion or hair. There's this woman with dark hair, fair complexion. It could be any of those scenarios that you have with these people. But Spirit is trying to say that good advice is coming from somebody wise in your surrounding. So you might want to really keep an eye out for that, because interestingly, there is an Emperor here, and I don't sense the Emperor is you. Because of the energy, I felt like the Emperor is somebody who is the wiser person, who is the older, could possibly be an older, more masculine person in your life. So could directly be a male, or could be a person that holds a position of authority. Sorry, tongue twister. Could be somebody that holds a position of authority, let's say at work, right? Could literally be the boss, male or female, doesn't apply, or rather applies to both. Could be the person of authority in your life. See, the thing is, you being the Queen of Swords, you are in power. So I'm also guessing you are not of a very low position. It sounds like I am talking about work now, so just I hope I don't lose your train of thought in this. If we're talking about work, it could be that you are holding a position that is still of high executive placement, but you have someone that works above you or like of more experience that can be giving you better advice, because that person, well, as perceived here, is a wiser person. But you're losing your ability to maneuver because of this situation. And you want to shift into the space of yielding results, right? Being abundantly producing, not only for yourself, but also for the people around you, could be the company. And into this Queen of Pentacles, you naturally have the nurturing energy of a queen as Queen of Swords, and you also have Queen of Pentacles. This shows that this is you. You naturally have the nurturing and care for self and care for others kind of energy. But of course, as a queen, you have to have what you possess in order to not only care for yourself, but also for the rest. And as a Queen of Pentacles, I think Queen of Pentacles, what they treasure the most is the ability to know that they are ever never ending in terms of their abundance, because that is the security. That is that very throne they sit on in that lush garden. That is the very essence of their archetype as a Queen of Pentacles. Right? You cannot promise, you cannot care for anyone else if you do not even have that level of that level of confirmation for yourself. And you want to come into this space because of whatever you're producing here. Feels very much like the Emperor is a person not only wise, but also integral to your advancement in whatever this thing you're doing. Interestingly and very nicely, it's paired up together with you as the Queen of Pentacles. And what comes after is the beautiful Eight of Wands. Spirit is saying that whatever you are going after, once you have this wise person giving you the guidance and advice, see, Spirit says here, successfully overcoming a problem. You will cross the bridge when you come to it, especially if this person shows up and you take their advice and you take their lead. It's very interesting. So you have here successful, very fast success coming in, although not as planned, not falling into plan as it should. As you can see, the wands are coming in at different pacing. So some will reach land faster than the rest. But it doesn't matter because they are all coming in fast, hot and furious. Okay, so I think this is a very good message and a very affirming message from Spirit, saying whatever hiccups you're going through right now, if you're hoping to find, if you're still banging around the area of hoping to find collaboration or assistance from those people that are in your surroundings, whom you might have felt very delightful hanging with due to, you know, how fun they are, you might want to go past that. You might want to realize that they are not the ones that you can rely on to get the work done, to get the commitment there, right? Don't forget, we do have an overarching message today, which is about commitment, responsibility to self and to others, and also what's the truth and authenticity in yourself. It's coming out. That's why you are in this dilemma. Perhaps the exciting moments with those people that you are hanging out with, it's fun, but fun does not yield results unless you can also collaborate and produce the results. maybe that's the dilemma you're in. The mental conflict is that, do I give these people more leeway or credit, or like do I give them more chances to that I can connect with them so as to hopefully bring about some results. And so far I know that whatever I'm saying sounds very much like a work situation. If this is a relationship we're talking about, whether it's friendship or like a committed romantic relationship, it also takes two to clap. If you are coming into being with somebody, let's just say romantic relationship, if you're coming in to be with somebody, moving from dating to maybe more serious, and it's a committed relationship now, it's no longer called dating, you are really like, you know, one-to-one kind of committed, perhaps even towards the route of getting married someday, you want to know that this person can be more than just laughter and fun with you. You want to know that this person can yield the pentacles in life together with you, right? The cups are there. The cups are there, you know, party, happy, emotionally connected. We don't even know how deep this emotional connection is at this point. It really looks more like you can share the celebrations together, but then can you share the sad times together? It's not being said here. But it definitely, you cannot share collaborative moments together. That's being shown here. And then I guess, and so yeah, in a romantic relationship, I'm sure most will agree with me, if you cannot go beyond just good times, then can the relationship go far? Same with friendship, right? Hi-bye friends, you heard of this term, hi-bye friends, flaky friends, friends that are just here for good times. And then when push comes to shove, when you need actual help, when you need someone to carry you through or like be the person that you can rely on through a situation, and if that person is not available or incapable of that commitment, then of course, I'm not saying they're not worthy of our friendship, but you know what level of friendship they sit in, you know, in which circle, right? And also, once you know that boundary, once you know which circle of trust they sit in, that's when you know how to make a much more guided judgment, and you be in less of a mental conflict. I think the mental conflict here that you have is that you definitely are an empath of some sort. You definitely let your heart lead. And that's why for the most time, if you let your heart lead, you tend to also give people the benefit of the doubt, right? And I know that feeling. I'm speaking as though this is me, because it is. You let people have the benefit of your doubt, and when they don't show up for what you think they should, then that's when you start to have that conflict. As like, am I too harsh on them? Have I over expected from them? Is it my fault now? But see, that's when logic no longer makes logic, and then Spirit is saying, just let your heart tell you. If your heart says, I need someone whom I can trust, and I simply need to get something done because being trustworthy and reliable is the utmost quality that I need in a friend or a person that I spend my life with, then let that be the benchmark, right? Okay, I do want to pick one oracle card from, so I feel like today it's a day for two oracle cards. I want to get one from the Gateway of Light activation and then one from the Moonology. So okay, Gateway of Light activation, I want to see what else Spirit has to tell you. Okay, Spirit, what else do you have for pile number 1 with regards to this situation? That's, no, one card please. Oh, wow. This is very, very apt for the situation. Very apt. Yeah, you know what? I will show you first. Temple of Truth, Throat Chakra, Authenticity, Self-Expression. There you go. Right. And I'm going to read this out. One, five, three. The throat chakra is found between our collarbones and is the energetic center that governs everything to do with truth, communication, and self-expression. Whenever we have to speak up, raise our voice, or even just get our emotions out, it is activated. We often feel when this space is clogged up energetically or when it needs to open, because we'll feel a lump in our throat or even our heart. This card transports us to the temple of truth, the inner energetic gateway that supports our truest form of expression. The image shows that this is a bright, airy, open space with flowing water. And this represents the emotions that run through us. Emotions are powerful messengers. And if we don't attend to what needs to come out or through us, they build up, and therefore we know that we are overwhelmed by them. See this beautiful, imagine that is, this water coming out is your truth, is your expression. Imagine this section here, okay, so these two is like your neck, okay? Imagine this is the passage inside your neck, where your voice box is and where your vocal cords and your sound comes out from. And then this is the pouring out of the sound. So imagine it's like here. I mean, just saying, I'm not saying that this literally is, but imagine it's like here. Your throat chakra is here. Your chakra of truth and expression is right here. Words are magic. Words are expressions. And whatever comes out, we actually speak our magic in many ways. When I teach in my classes, one of the core things that I teach is your words mean a lot, especially if it comes with strong mental output, which is your intention. Now place your fingertips on either side of your collarbone, breathe towards your throat center, visualize a doorway opening or a portal forming, allowing the energy within to flow freely. The message is, when you're brought to this space, you are being reminded of the importance of your identity and your self-expression in this lifetime. Acknowledging who you are, who you've been, and who you're becoming is so important for the unfoldment of your path. There's an old story that the truth hurts. This gateway reminds you that in fact the truth heals. Your truth is your truth, and it's important for you to honor it in every facet of your being. Okay. So, this isn't the first incarnation in which you have felt the importance of honesty and authenticity, but it may be the first in which you have had to have full freedom of the expression. So I think Spirit is really trying to double down on the point that you need to express yourself authentically and exercise your throat chakra, because I think that a lot of your mental conflict has a lot to do with not being able to speak what you really feel, maybe to whomever or whoever the person or people are, when it comes to you feeling like there is no commitment coming from them. Maybe you have kept to yourself and not said it, and that's why you're also unable to invite in the help, right? The wise person coming in will come in when you voice out to whomever you should, and then bring in that, welcome in that wisdom, welcome in that wise person to be of assistance to you. Okay, don't forget, when the wise person comes in, you elevate into Queen of Pentacles to bring in what you want to, and it can come very fast, okay? But you must make that move on allowing that shift to happen, and that shift is your truth and authenticity, you coming into that space. Now, I actually also want to get another oracle card for you here from the Moonology. Okay, Spirit, what else do you have for Power 1? The Law of Attraction. Right. This one here. The Law of Attraction. You know what? It's so interesting because the Law of Attraction, in this card, you see 3 people dancing in the fields with flowers and all. Okay, and actually you also have this card, which is, you know, the Three of Cups, people dancing in delight and festivity, celebration. This is the very card that came together with your Knight of Cups, but right next to it is the reverse Three of Pentacles. And I think this is a very synchronistic reminder here from Spirit that it's not that you cannot have delightful friends or people in your life. It's not that you cannot celebrate and have fun. But there are also people that can do this with you who are not, who does not give you that dilemma of are they real or are they not real? You know, are they true people in my life or are they untrue people in my life? Yeah, I don't know if I want to say untrue, but it's like flaky. Okay, where is this? Wound Mastery 78. Yeah. Right. Ooh, whatever you want, you can make it happen. Trust yourself and your power to create. Work your magic. You have mystical powers that you've used in the past and that you can call upon again now. This card calls on you to work with the law of attraction. The more you believe in yourself and your power to create, the more you see you're actually already doing that. So do it consciously. The intentions that you set for yourself have untold powers. We humans don't realize how powerful we are until we start to play with our magical energies. Embody your intentions now and work toward them in whatever practical way you can as you move in the direction of your goals. Start by becoming really clear about your desires. And once you have clarity, write down your wishes at the next new moon. Okay. So, let's see. Additional meaning for the card. You've made magic before and you can make it again. Expect the best will often attract the best. Self-doubt stops manifestation. Distance yourself from naysayers. And speak your intentions into being. I think that really is the full stop to the whole reading. Speak your intentions into being. This is very aligned with throat chakra. Wonderful. So, I think this is all I gather for you today. This is the spirit this is the message that Spirit has for you. So, please, I would love to hear from you. Please leave in the comment section if you find any part of this resonates for you or this is like the situation for you. If you want to know more and you want a personal reading, you can go to the description box below to find my link to book yourself a personal reading with me. Again, please like, follow, and subscribe if you would like to watch more of this sort of video in the future. So I'll see you at the next one. Thank you. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the significator card, Solitude. Okay, Solitude. So in this psychic tarot, psychic oracle tarot, it's a mix of oracle cards and tarot cards meaning. So I think this solitude really reminds me a lot of Hermit. Yeah, it reminds me of the card Hermit, and it might even feel a little bit like a high priestess kind of energy. So we'll find out more and see what Spirit has to say about your situation. Let's remember also that the overarching message is to help provide guidance in the area of commitment, responsibility to others and to self, authenticity, truth coming out in whichever area of commitment. Okay? Spirit, please give us your message for those in pile 2. Please let us know what's your messages and guidance for those in pile 2. Okay. Right. We have... Ooh, today a lot of people cards coming out. Pile 1 has 2 and now you have 1, 2. Younger woman, dealings or relationship with a younger woman. Okay. Heart, love, deep affection and caring. Okay. Not unsuccessful plans. Crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. Okay. Teardrop, great personal sorrow. And whale, great worry over nothing. Okay, so very interesting. I can't say that I piece up one picture here, but it feels like several situations. So this is clearly, I mean, I'm reading for everyone in the collective that has picked this pile. You could be male, female, not specific to gender, but I think Spirit has highlighted that some of you, this involves your connection with somebody who's a younger woman. Yeah. And this is something to do with matters of the heart, deep love, affection, and caring. Now, about the unsuccessful plans and the birth or conception of a child or enterprise, we'll have to see if this really indeed has to do with conception and birth in a loving relationship, or we're talking about somebody conceptualizing or birthing a business with like a business partner, right, or a friend. There is, however, sorrow involved, but Spirit says great worry over nothing. Okay, I'm going to get more cards from the traditional Rider-Waite deck and see what else Spirit has to say. Yep, Spirit, please give us your guidance and message for pile number 2 in relation to the overarching message for the day and the cards that have shown up. Right, this. Okay. Okay, so I know this definitely have a variation in the way it works for different people. Again, for some of you, this might be about a relationship in your romantic life, and for some, this can be actually about business partners or something to do with career and work. Whatever it is, in the topic of commitment and responsibility and truth, first of all, Spirit is saying that this is whatever you're going through right now is by no means a small part of your life, okay? It's a very big part of your journey in learning and transformation. So and judgment is involved here. A lot of things that are working for you right now in this situation, whatever you are in, has karma written all over it. And I don't mean, don't take this the wrong way. I don't mean like you're suffering bad karma or you're like getting some karma. However you understand karma, I can explain. This will take quite a while to explain, but I want to explain to everyone that karma does not mean like, when you say the word karma, it just doesn't mean you are being punished to suffer because of some bad deeds you've done. I think that is the most textbook stereotypical answer that people can give. But karma really means that there are lessons to be learned because of perhaps certain patterns you have had in your earlier part of the life, or heck, even past lives, several past lives ago. All right, it's just accumulated energy of what you might have done or not done, and what you could have learned or not learned. And it is, well, written in your soul, written in your path in this life in a way that these things are meant to occur. These events are meant to occur so that whatever that was like unbalanced or have no closure in the previous segment can now, you are given the opportunity to meet that closure or fulfill that lesson. Okay, and that honestly is what karma is. It is a kind of balancing of energies. It's like you do have like it's like paying the tab on the previous energetic usage that you have incurred. Okay, so you might have energetically incurred a certain kind of activity, and the energy of course swings in your favor, let's say, or it could even have swung against your favor, right? And then now you're coming back, things are just rebalancing itself out, and you're being gifted that chance to make that rebalance happen. And that's what karma actually is. It could be in your favor, or right now you could perceive it, okay? It's just a matter of perception also. You could perceive whatever is happening for you right now to be harshly against you or pro you, however you want to perceive this. But it is by, when this card shows up, I feel like Spirit is saying that this is a big learning and undertaking right now for you. So just so you know, it's very important. It's very important that you take this seriously, and that's why they're here to assist you with this message. Now, I feel like what they're trying to say is that there is, so you got yourself the devil here. The stuck energy, there is a sort of energy that is causing you to not be able to move forward. Okay, I very much sense that you are like these two individuals here chained up by the devil. It's not really there. As in, you can see past it. You can see past it, and you can alchemize the situation and navigate away from it. But you think it's permanently stuck. I feel very much like this could be a matter of how you perceive things as well. The devil here is not saying anybody is a devil or any sort, but I really feel like the devil is all in the details of perception. You have here two pages, Page of Cups and Page of Swords, and I feel very much like this is referring to two-person. Okay, you could either be the Page of Cups or the Page of Swords, and the other person is the other one. But since we're talking about this is a matter of commitment, responsibility, and truth, it feels a lot like you are at a very early stage of development in this relationship with somebody. Both are pages. Both give off the energy of young, excited, with much more hopes and desires for growth. So if it's a business relationship, you're in the early phase of a partnership with somebody in this business. If it's a romantic, committed relationship, you're in the early phase of it as well. Could be a young marriage, could even be a young couple in the early first year of the relationship. Maybe just shifted from casual dating to committed, maybe. Whatever it is, Spirit is saying that you two have love and affection and intentional commitment with each other. Okay, you do have it. But maybe between you two there is, because And I'm not saying you guys are young in age, but perhaps I would say this is more like a young in energy. Young in energy of this level of commitment. No matter what age you are, no matter what age the other person is, the energy that you both give in this connection is young, right? So I hope you understand what I mean. It's that it's not a deep mature, it's like some people, when they come together, even in the first couple years of them coming together, they already have very mellow and mature kind of energy, as though, you must have heard of this before, when people say, oh, we just got together but we're already like old souls and together for 30 years of our life, that kind of feeling. Some people really do have that, and they are very it's all down to minute characteristics in their character, like astrologically speaking, could be natal charts. It could even just be, even their archetypes, like based on Carl Jung and things like that. But what I'm trying to say is, Spirit has shown me here that you both carry a pretty young kind of energy walking into this relationship together. And what I sense is that things are okay. Things are okay, like it's not fantabulous, but they are okay. Nothing short, nothing more, nothing less. But there's something that you guys want to create together, the next level kind of happiness, but it's not exactly coming together, right? What I see when I see a reverse 10 of Cups is that you want a happy, elevate the relationship to the next level of happiness. The ultimate fulfillment would be 10 of Cups upright. This is ultimately what you want, of course, with that person, and that person probably wants the same. But it's not happening. It's not happening because it's coming in a reverse. It's more like, I desire this, but I don't have it yet. So it is also very interesting because your card that you picked is Solitude, which means very much like looking within yourself, reaching into your own inner wisdom. Solitude doesn't really quite mean only if you want to be alone, right? If you were to just like translate this word for whatever it is, it simply sounds like, I want to be left alone. I want to be by myself. But I think what you want is to be by yourself in your head about certain things you're thinking. Or maybe be by yourself to process things in your emotions, because you are, processing things in your emotion. Maybe you're now in a situation where you felt like there is a stuck energy, unprogressed. Maybe there is something that is not being... Somebody could be, I don't know, maybe I'll get clarifiers. Somebody might be untruthful, or things might not be happening as they are. You have yourself the High Priestess here. It feels very much like you are in the element of trying to figure out something. Okay, the High Priestess is the wise person, the wise priestess who is not only able to navigate between the light and the dark energies, and the bright and the what's in obvious and what's in the not obvious. The High Priestess is very connected to divine intuition and consciousness, to understand that not everything comes as she wants, but yet she's willing to take whatever comes as they come. So she's I'll say that there's wisdom in her position, but she's also very apt at navigating the mysteries of life. I feel like you desire to step into that position, or at least Spirit is trying to say that you have that in you. You have that in you because you did pick Solitude. That feels very much like a High Priestess kind of energy. I want to say I will definitely pick clarifiers, but eventually Spirit did also close off this spread for me with Ace of Pentacles and Two of Wands, which is the reason why I can say quite surely that whatever you're going into, again, whether it's business or romantic, you desire a very firm outcome, the fruit of this relationship. To you, you want to start the journey with a pentacle. You want to start the journey with something solid, something firm. Pentacle, I know it shows a lot of finance. It could be financial stability that you literally are thinking about, but it could also mean that you want to start the relationship on firm grounds. You want to know that whoever you're going long with, Actually, yeah, I would say whoever you are with now can go long and far with you, right? You don't want you don't want somebody that you cannot rely on. You want somebody that you can make plans and take the plan together for as long as you both are capable of. And so it might be that there is this sense of insecurity over don't forget we have here the Four of Pentacles. It's like, okay, that feels very much like it's okay, but it's okay just enough. Okay, like that kind of feeling, like it's okay enough, or do I want to have more? Because this is like a don't shake shit up, like, okay, I have a boat, my boat will bring me from A to B, but it's not a fabulous boat. It's not a boat that has any supplies on it. It is I'm not gonna sink, but I will get from A to B, yes, but it's not absolutely wonderful. Because and then this is like, I'm just going to be satisfied with what I have and sail in it. I'm not going to shake things up. I'm not going to let anything happen. I'm just going to hold on to what I have, be satisfied, and that's it. Done. Case closed. Feels very much like this kind of energy, but deep down you are truly not tremendously happy with what you are getting. And Spirit is saying, I know you want more. I know you want to start your adventure with great foundations. Not mediocre, not good, great foundations, right? You want to start out on your adventure. You want to start out on seeing more with the Ace of Pentacles. Spirit is acknowledging that. Okay, I want to pull some cards to understand what is this Devil. Spirit, could you please explain for us? What is the Devil here? What are we referring to with the Devil here? Okay. Yeah, okay. Right, okay. So Spirit is saying, in fact, Spirit is giving me Two of Cups in reverse. So this really points to a majority of you involving yourself in a relationship that is on the romantic side. Okay, so I think majority of you who's watching this now, this situation pertains to you. Those who are talking about, those who are looking at this situation with regards to a love relationship. Okay, so to the Devil, Spirit says, it's kind of fast. It's coming in too fast. And at a very, let's just say fast, but there's still healing needed to be done. Somebody, or could be even both of you, have some kind of unresolved trauma, feelings from maybe previous whatever setbacks you've been through. Healing needs to be done. Some inner work needs to be done. Shadow work needs to be done. Thus, the Devil is here, right? Again, could be you, could be both, could be them. Shadow work, healing, whatever that happened in the past. If you need to release, you need to let go, you need to heal, all that needs to be done. And perhaps you and that person coming together have been a little bit on the very passionate, very excited, a little bit of emotions are more heightened. Okay, not that you don't have a real connection, but Spirit is saying if you are going at this faster pace and you have not done the healing work, the connection that you are meant to have with that person is not this Two of Cups in reverse. Okay, Two of Cups upright would say that yes, you have that deep soulmate connection, that deep twin flame connection. So when you get this in reverse, I'm not saying that Spirit says you don't have it. I really feel this is more to do with you have not fully, it's like your loading bar, you're impatient, your loading bar is not fully loaded. Stop clicking to try and get to the next page. And I feel like Spirit is saying you have your next page is here. This is your ultimate, harmony of both. But because you have maybe, when I say you, could be you or them, so don't take this too personally. When Spirit says that when everything is too rushed and healing is still needed to be done, if you have come in from a very less than mature state of development in self and in thinking, okay, then your loading bar, your self-development is not yet done. You are in the you're hung upside down. Just like the hangman is being, actually this is very interesting. You know, the hangman is the hangman upside down because there's time needed to process. And I feel a lot like this is spirit. This is spirit saying that it looks like a hangman situation where both can enjoy something fruitful, but now it's hung. It's kind of hanging, right? The lovers appear in the devil as well. So again, take it how it resonates. Could be one, could be both of you. Having some kind of resolving of past hurt and pain and trauma to go through, some healing to be done. Look, we are all work constantly. And I hope you don't, if you're watching tarot and you're getting insights, I don't suppose you are one who will take this the wrong way, but I just need to say this. Spirit is giving me as it is. I'm not sugarcoating anything, and I'm just trying to, in my best way, give advice so that it will really help people move along on the correct path that they should, right? And I just sense here that Spirit is saying that there is something beautiful that can come your way. Absolutely. Two of Cups showing up is always a beautiful time. But even in reverse is beautiful because I don't see it as a no-go. I see it as a not yet. Just like 10 of Cups showing up is always beautiful. Even in reverse, it's not a you can't have it. It's a you're trying to have it, but it's not here yet. But what you do have though is the High Priestess. In embodiment, you can and you do have the High Priestess in you. I think Spirit wants to remind you that since you do have the High Priestess in you, you are definitely one who is maybe you're the Page of Cups, because then you are probably the one that is more intuitively connected. But even so, in this situation that you're in, maybe your High Priestess have sort of slide into young Page of Cups mode where you tend to be a little bit idealistic. You can be a little bit naive or gullible about a situation. Maybe you are having a bit of, well, if it's real, it's real. I'm not saying it's not. But if some feelings are just infatuation or crush, you might even want to double check yourself. Okay, but not that it's having butterfly in the stomach and good feelings about someone is not a bad thing. It's just that you need to wisen up and be that High Priestess, because we all do. Will do great with a good bit of level-headedness and wisdom that is directly given to us by the divine powers above. So tap into that. And I think as of tarot here, I see the picture. But you know, it's really beautiful because Spirit is acknowledging that you can start your adventure or journey with firm, divine given, grounded pentacle, right? The big, beautiful pentacle is yours to have. You just need to get into that space. Maybe something didn't work out. I see unsuccessful plans here. I see birth or conception of a child or enterprise, and then great personal sorrow. Yeah, see, great personal sorrow. Clearly something is still hanging in your energetic field that upsets you. Maybe that is the one thing that's impeding you from seeing clearly and making moves forward in your own life. But Spirit is also trying to assure you that in this card, Whale, great worry over nothing. You need to know that as much as this is a big undertaking and learning in your life right now, worrying is not going to get you anywhere. So tap into your intuition. That's much more important. Now I'm going to be picking 2 oracle cards, one from the Gateway of Light activation and then one from Moonology to see what else Spirit has for you. Oh, that was fast. Yeah, you want me to give them this? You sure? Yep. Okay. Akashic Stargate. Aligned with purpose. Crossroads. No wrong path. Okay. Let's see. A stargate is a portal that can take us through space and time to a whole other universe. It's based on the concept of the Einstein-Rosen bridge, or what is also known as a wormhole, where a speculative structure linking different points of space-time is created. In spirituality, a stargate is less about traveling on the physical three-dimensional level and more about making progress on the spiritual. A feature of many spiritual traditions is the idea that all of us have a stargate in our heart that connects us with the central lattice of consciousness, the divine matrix. If you are familiar with the divine matrix and the flower of life, maybe you can Google that, the divine matrix and the flower of life, to further understand those meanings. The Buddha acknowledged we were the universe, while Jesus said the kingdom of heaven is within you. The Akashic Stargate transports us to a space where we are given the opportunity to make a decision to accelerate the realization of our life purpose. So this is a really big thing for you. Like I mentioned, you have the judgment card here. This is a lot about you finding purpose as well on your road. Now, your message is, whenever the Akashic Stargate is presented to you, it's because you're at a critical point on your journey. You have the opportunity to move in a particular direction, and you have to make a decision. You can feel overwhelmed, and you may be waiting for someone or something to make the decision for you. But you aren't here to walk a path that was set for you. You are here to walk a path that you have chosen. The next phase of your journey cannot unfold until you decide which way to go. Yes, so you have the High Priestess here. See, Spirit wants you to decide using your own intuition. Know that whatever direction you take or whatever decision you make, you will always be on the right path. No matter how you get there, you always end up in a similar space. Also know that purpose isn't about doing your duty, it's about living life and experiencing joy. Okay. See, in alignment with commitment to others and commitment to self, you also have to commit to yourself and honor yourself with your own truth and authenticity. If there's something that you don't feel that is right, if you feel like there is still feelings to be healed, there are words that are still waiting to be said, you have to give yourself that space to do so. Now I'm going to take a card from Moonology. Oh, that was fast too. Spirit is like, here. Take it. Okay, Day Moon. Love. There's a lot of love in your reading, by the way. Love. There's a lot of love-related topics in your reading. So for Pile 2, maybe it really has a lot to do with a romantic situation. Day Moon. There's something miraculous about seeing the moon during the day, agreed? And there's something even more miraculous about love. There is also something miraculous afoot, while possibly to do with love, when you draw this card. It suggests that although there still may be challenges, but aren't there always challenges in relationships? And you have a relationship that's worth thinking about. Love is dawning, love is rising like the day moon. If you're in a troubled relationship of any kind, personal or professional, take this card as a sign that the toughest obstacles are behind you. The way to find partnership and happiness now is to remove your ego from the situation and allow the purity of your feelings to guide you. If you're attracted to someone, this card is a sign to show your feelings. Even in a non-romantic situation, the message of this card is similar. It's crucial to show someone else involved in your question how you feel. Your feelings are far more important than your ego. Better days are dawning. Bluer skies are ahead for you, and live for love, and love will live for you. Something unexpected is about to happen, so stay tuned. A secret is about to be exposed. Working with the moon will help you now. Life is what you make it, and you can start seeing life's magic. Okay. So again, I think there's nothing short of a very loving situation we're looking at here. Young energy of love does not mean no love. Even if hurt and pain still exist and healing needs to be done, does not mean there's no love. There is plenty. In fact, if both you and that person or persons are working on it together in collaboration and with honesty, with commitment, it can bring about a very big positive shift. Perhaps not just for actually definitely not just for yourself, for the other person as well, right? Because the energy is shared, okay? The development is shared, the energy is shared, and so is karma. Okay, I think this is all I have for you, and this is the message that Spirit has for you today. So please, if you want to share anything, please go to the comment section. I would love to hear from you. If you want a personal reading that's more in-depth, please go to the description box below and find my link to book a personal reading. Please also like, follow, and subscribe for more of these videos to come. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you at the next one. Okay, right. Hi, pile number 3, welcome to your reading. This is for those who have picked this card, Heartache and Loss. So in the, the glow on this glossy card. Okay, this is from the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck, which combines meanings of major and minor arcana cards together with tarot, with oracle meanings. So the words here, heartache and loss, very much shows similarity to the card such as 3 of Swords, 5 of Cups, even 8 of Cups, a little bit of that energy. And I will, of course, we will start to spread out and find more about your situation with Spirit's guidance. I'll pick tea leaves and then we'll see what is the situation we're talking about. And today's message, of course, reminding everyone, is aligned with commitment, responsibility, truth, loyalty, honesty, that sort of stuff. Nice. Oh, beautiful. Oh, okay. Already, I see something that is an overarching theme for pile number 3. You have one card here. This pile 1 has a card that indicates the month. Pile 2 does not. So pile 3, you have also a card that indicates the month. You have here December, which is coming soon. We're in the last quarter of the year. You have Broom, new home, new attitude. Okay. We have Gavel, involvement with the law. We have Butterfly, a change for the better. Hills, obstacles to overcome. And Scales, keep your life in balance. And we are in the season of Libra. So, could be that some of you are Librans. If you are, happy birthday for your happy birth month. And if you're not, I see how Scales is working hand in hand with the card that says Gavel, involvement with the law. In fact, upon seeing things like new home, new attitude, a change for the better, obstacles overcome, I somehow felt like for a lot of you, this might even have to do with a relationship where a divorce has just happened or is happening or finalizing in December. So take it how it resonates for you. I'm not saying everyone here is married or going to be divorced or anything, or even if you're married, I'm not saying that you are gearing for a divorce if your marriage is doing really great. Okay, so that's not you. But those who are getting a divorce, you know who I'm talking about. That's you. Okay. Some of you, nothing to do with divorcing or anything of that sort, but involvement with the law could be about inheriting or literally signing papers to get a new home. Okay. Involvement with the law might be something about selling a previous property and getting a new property, and the previous property might be something that needs to be dissolved or sold with the legal system getting involved, because it might be something you share with someone. Again, your situation, you would know for sure. Some of you are working on legal matters. But Spirit is saying here, I think the beautiful thing is we have a month indication card, which is December, meaning this is something coming in the next 2 months. It's a this season thing, okay? And butterfly, a change for the better and the obstacles to overcome and keep your life in balance. It's all very positive, very encouraging. And I feel like I already can feel the warm embrace and caring and nurturing energy from Spirit coming in. See, even if your opening card is heartache and loss, I felt like Spirit is acknowledging that if you had recently been through certain heartache and loss, fret not and fear not. Better days are coming. Better days are coming. In terms of your tea leaves, are actually really beautiful tea leaves. Okay, I'm going to be picking more cards from the traditional deck for a better picture here. Spirit, please give us your guidance and the message of what we're talking about for poultry. Yep. Whoa. Okay, one for the floor. Hang on a second. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, beautiful. I really see a beautiful picture here of overcoming adversity and challenges and coming out triumphant. Okay, so the overarching situation for all, whether we're talking about a previously romantic situation, could be a marriage, like I said, that is on its way to divorce or have already been filed. If it's something to do with non-romantic, could be family related. I don't feel, I sense business here. Yeah. Even though that says here involvement with the law, but looking at the rest of the cards, it does not feel so much like it could be sibling related if it's family. But if it's not family, it's definitely a couple and a marriage or like situation of that sort. Now you have here the Tower is your opening card, and I think this is very acknowledging that you have just had or is exiting you are coming to having understood you just got a Tower moment. And this doesn't even feel like a fresh energy. It felt like it happened already. But of course, any Tower moments in our life, there is the lingering energy of Tower moments, depending on how we perceive, how we can transmute or not transmute those energies, right? Some people, they meet with one Tower moment and that lingers in their life for the next 10 years. And some people, again, no shade. Some people just simply have a Tower moment that they can find easier to navigate or transmute that challenge, and it's over in a matter of 10 days. Okay, really different situations and different gravity of that situation for different people. But I think in yours, no matter how big or how small you perceive yours to be, Spirit is acknowledging that you have been given the Tower moment and you definitely felt it. And what happened after your Tower moment is that you went into a form of recess. To maybe you did not go out, literally. This shows a lot like a person resting. It felt like you were resting in a very physical way. It really felt like you were resting from going to do anything. You had to rest your mind, you had to rest your heart, you had to rest your soul, you had to rest your person. Perhaps it really was a very tough Tower moment, a very, very difficult, challenging aspect of your life happened to you. See, if you have new home, new attitude, it really felt like some big shit happened and you had heartache and loss. These things don't just like get brushed off, you know. If you have gone through heartache and loss, and that involves going into some kind of new home or new and forming a new attitude, and even if we're talking about truly having legal matters involved, it is by no means a small undertaking in your life path, and you had to go into some form of recess, mental and physical recess, and really get away from it all. But it feels very much like you're walking now. Now you are gradually recovering, and you're walking into a space of starting to allow the light come through. You are self-healing. It feels very much like you're self-healing, by the way. It doesn't even look like you have to, like, you know, that recess, you know, you rest at home. I think you know deep down that by resting by yourself and being by yourself and not letting the outside world like further create that chaos that you already experienced with the Tower moment, you have that ray of sunshine in you. Your natural energy, right? Your own self-creating energy enables you to charge and forge your path forward for the next phase. And I feel like Spirit is saying you are now in this phase. You found your groove again. Okay, your energy center is back. The sun is here for you. So all things bodes very well also when the sun is here for you. It simply shows that the sun, in many ways, if the sun rays, the UV rays, okay, the sun warm rays are coming through the clouds as they are cosmic energy on some of the most intense levels. Of course, we are only receiving a smidge of it. We are not getting the full-blown sun. We will be fried. So it's not that sort of full-blown cosmic energies, but nonetheless, it's still, even if it's a smidge of it, it is still divine love from the cosmos. And when the sun appears for anybody at all, it always shows me like all is not lost. If you found that you need energy, whether you generate it from within yourself or you need energy to go on the next day, the universe has your back and is covering you and giving you all that you need to power you forward and charging ahead like this Knight of Wands over here. You see, the next card you have here is tremendously, the next few cards actually, you actually have Queen of Swords, which means knowing your boundaries, having clarity of, Queen of Swords is justice actually. It's just that she's sitting on the throne. So very much like she embodies the element of justice, of fairness, and she is showing only one side of her, but she is very precisely showing that I have a sword and this is like where I stop taking nonsense, right? So this is you, Queen of Swords, and you're being sandwiched by two other cards of heavier energies. One is the Nine of Swords and one is the Ten of Wands. Nine of Swords shows a person who is stuck in some kind of nightmarish thought, or basically something in the past that still haunts the memories of the person. But it felt like, okay, it's behind you now. It no longer bothers you, because now, even though it's difficult, the path is still not as smooth as you wish it to be. But you can say that you are taking your triumphs, you're taking your harvest, your wands, and you're headed home. You know, however hard it was, for whatever you've been through, you are taking the harvest of whatever you deserve and you're headed home. It's a very beautiful picture, right? Sweat, toil, blood, tears. You know you have to do it all. You know you have to like grit your teeth and get through it. But you choose not to see it as a nightmare because that's behind you. But you chose to see it as a coming success. Right? Ten of Wands is very much of a successful energy, especially when paired with the Queen of Swords this way, because I know some people can see Ten of Wands as like burnout, as strife, but it's really more of a I'm headed home with my harvest kind of energy right now. And I feel that for you. Interestingly, when I asked Spirit to clarify to me what the Tower is, and Spirit was just flying in with Six of Wands for me. And Spirit saying that, yeah, you have to go through the Tower, but you are still the winner in the Tower. Right? Because the Tower doesn't occur just for one person. I'm guessing the Tower occurred for you and someone else or some bunch of people. Okay, but mostly I see that it's a matter of you and someone else here. Right? So if it's you and someone else, then did occur for you both. And Spirit is showing me that you are the triumphant one in this situation. So there's a reason why also you are the Knight of Wands here, because being the one who is successful and triumphant and being able to forge ahead with more energy and the sun backing you, the universe backing you, you are indeed the hero in this journey, you know? So I think that is very encouraging and very affirming. I also asked Spirit to clarify now the Knight of Wands and the Sun. I'm asking them like, what's this about? What are they trying to say? That they say that, yeah, there is clarity in your path right now and you're able to move strongly ahead with divine clarity, right? This is the sword of heaven. This is the sword of justice. This is the sword of divine clarity. Whatever you could not see, whatever you could not understand is now being guided to you, guiding you and your path from divine, nothing short of that. And I really feel a very strong like angelic energy coming in to support you at this point. Everything feels, even though no angel cards here have shown up, but I do really feel a very strong angelic energy. In fact, you know this December card? I just realized that this lady in the card looks a lot like an angel. You see the wings? They look like wings, right? I think they are. I think that was really a channel inspiration from above. They want me to acknowledge that not just your spirit guides are speaking to you, the ones that are coming in to bring this balance and equilibrium back into your life are angels. They're bringing in that energy of that brave warrior energy. Yeah, forge on, fight on. You are on a winning team. You may have to go through what you go through because it's simply life, but you are not being held down. In fact, I felt like there's just so much more strength in you in all the cards. You see, I asked Spirit, what is this Nine of Swords? Although it's behind you, you don't give half a mind to it. But they say, yeah, competition, conflict, arguing, quarreling about things that really have very little point to it. Yeah, it's just like unresolved arguments. You know how tiring that can be? I know how tiring that can be. I do not enjoy things that yield no results. And I'm sure that if you're trying to resolve something with someone, There's always like, closure. Closure, by the way, maybe I should do a workshop on that one day. Closure gives energy and no closure takes energy. Because closure, or the desire to have closure in any scenarios we're talking about is a full stop. It's just like when you say a sentence, you say it with a punctuation at the end. If you do not punctuate your sentence with the tone of how you say it, it will leave the person with and then. And that lingering energy means energy is leaking. But when you punctuate and you full stop, or you even like exclamation mark, whatever, you end it. You say this is the point. Right? Even if you're asking a question, it still has a question mark, which still has a point. So it's just like in life, when you don't get closure, you don't put a point to the end of that sentence, thereby no closure, and energy leaks. I mean, I hope I'm not being too abstract here, but it truly is, because in quantum energy, in quantum magic, and in hermetic philosophies, we all believe that everything is energy, everything is mental. So if something is even a thought, even an intention said in words, is energetic. Not having a stop to it simply means you are, when you're the one doing it, okay? Then you are you're causing somebody's energy to leak. You might even be causing your own energy to leak because you have not made your point. Same, if somebody has not given you closure and has not made the point, and I say when somebody has not given you closure, I'm sure a lot of you can resonate in this, whether it's a toxic relationship, whether it's a flaky relationship. And I don't mean to trigger anyone, but the word narcissism has been thrown around a lot. And one of the most common things that people might find is that there is no closure when you end off things with a narcissist, because you have to run away, run for the hills, right? So in many ways, I think a lot of people, again, can resonate with the fact that if you don't have closure, it just leaves you lingering, wondering, and then that is a kind of energy sapping, energy leaking kind of situation. But I don't want to go on a tangent for this. I just want to say that Spirit is saying that once you turn your back away, from the Nine of Swords energy, which can be the energy sapping energy, right? The energy sapping situation where you have no closure, you just have this is a nightmare loop situation. Nightmare loops happen if you cannot understand why you are fighting over something that gives no point and has no closure, right? But you turn away from it. You are Queen of Swords. You are precise and you know your boundaries, and you don't give your head and mind to or care to things that don't matter. You look forward. No matter how hard the path is, you still look forward. And Spirit is applauding you and saying, because of that, you end your cycle. Your Ten of Swords is showing how badly a person is hurt. It's ultimately 10, it's the end of a cycle, but it's just saying that you have taken this much hurt and that's the end of it, no more. But when I see 10 of Swords in reverse, it shows that you are defying the energy of, it's like a person who's defying the energy of the pain and hurt. It's saying that I take this pain and hurt that came to me, and I will use the sword. I will use all these ideas that hurt me and transmute them into victories. Right? Because it's in reverse. I feel very much like when a card like this is in reverse, the swords are coming out. They are like due to gravity, they're going to slide out of the person's back. It's almost like you are saying, okay, one more sword in my back, one more sword for me to use as my arsenal of weaponry that I will work in my favor in the future. Not that you're going to blackmail somebody, but it's really more of knowledge and wisdom. The swords, they create some degree of knowledge and wisdom. Okay, I think it's, after all, a very encouraging and brave. It's like your angels are like Valkyries, they are like here to drum you on and gear you up for completing your journey in the best way possible. see up the hills, obstacles to overcome. I really feel like this is a very, if you believe in Norse mythology, you will understand how wonderful having the company of Valkyries are in the battlefield. And so I'm just trying to say, it really gives me that feeling like this is a very Valkyries are here for you kind of feeling, or your archangels are here for you kind of feeling. Okay, I am going to pick 2 oracle cards, one from the Gateway of Light activation and one from Moonology, to see what else Spirit has for you. Okay, you have Stargate Heart, Heart Chakra opening, Heart Chakra opening, unlocking generosity. Here, Stargate Heart. Okay, I'm gonna read it out. Okay. The heart chakra is our connection to love and generosity. When opened, it can take us on a powerful expedition to experience love. In Sanskrit, it's also known as anahata, which means unstuck or even unbroken, revealing that even though we may feel our heart is broken, our true spiritual heart is always whole. The heart chakra governs all aspects of our heart, including relationships, what lights us up, and of course our self-worth. This gateway transports us to an emerald city, the temple of our heart. The sacred space within is a place of wonder and love. Here we are reminded of the sacredness we hold within and are encouraged to know that although it's like a hidden treasure, this beauty deserves to be seen and enjoyed by the outer world. In the gateway image, there is a path to the Emerald City, but it's a path less traveled. This also represents many years of denying our self-worth and also moments during many lifetimes when we push love away. But now we're moving closer to the love we are. See? The path that leads to the Emerald City. Your message here is your heart space is sacred and a deep space within you. For some time, you have protected it with psychic shields that have not only stopped you from being hurt, but also stopped you from feeling love. This gateway appearing shows that you have finally dropped these shields and are ready to experience love. Universal wisdom wants you to know that this is your divine right. You are a highly emphatic and generous soul who has so much to give, and you are being called forth to reveal the deeper and more vulnerable aspects of your being. Divine light beings are surrounding you, holding you and encouraging you to relax. All the restrictions and blockages of your heart space have now been removed. The worst is behind you, and the world needs you. Absolutely true. The worst is behind you. Okay. Moonology Oracle. Let's see what else Spirit has to say. Moonlight Enchanted. Okay, Moonlight Enchanted. There is something magical and enchanted about moonlight. Whatever it touches turns a beautiful creamy silver. Something is doing this in your life now, or is about to. Life is all about cycles, as is astrology and moonology. Right now, you're about to move into a more enchanted time or cycle in your life, if you believe so. Whatever you are wishing for can come true because you're starting to believe again. perhaps after a rough time. This card reminds you to focus on the good while you process the difficult. If you can't yet feel the magic in your life, take support from a daily practice of just breathing out and the intention of breathing out stress through your cleansing breaths. It might be dark now, but there is moonlight at the end of the tunnel. So keep the faith and see the world through kind eyes. If you affirm that something is too good to be true, you might just make it so. Instead, believe that life can be magical for you, and it can be. Smile more, trust the process, get in touch with your inner child, believe it and achieve it, expect good things to come. Wonderful. I think, again, great, beautiful words of encouraging words to keep you fighting on just this journey. Let's remember they gave December. I'm not trying to rhyme. Trust me, I'm not. Let's remember that they gave you the month December and 2 more months from October. I think they're trying to say that you can keep an eye out to the horizon, that in this journey you have your guardian angels, your Valkyries, your archangels cheering you on this journey. They have called forth the sun into your life to help you navigate whatever that was a tower moment for you, however and whenever that started. They know that you have it in you to navigate towards a better, brighter future and leave the past behind you and heal. So this is all I have for you today. This is the messages from Spirit to you. If you would like to, please leave comments in the section below and I would love to hear from you. If you want a personal reading, you can find in the description box below the link to book a personal reading with me. Please also like, follow and subscribe to my channel for more videos to come. Thank you for your time and I'll see you at the next one. Bye!